Listen, no one. Listen. First and foremost, yeah. Here, if I promise you right now, go strike me down right now. If any of you man were to date someone in their school uniform, we could never be friends. No. Hear me out. Because it's disgusting.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gender neutral people,
Oi.
people of all walks of life.
Oi.
Yes.
Welcome to Tracksuit and Ties.
That's it, bro. Aye, that's what needs to be said.
I know. You clap like my nan, though. Huh? You clap like my nan.
You're joined by your boy Mo Pally, also known as Ricky Iglesias
Hey.
of the free world. And I'm joined here by my one and only co-host.
Easy /M Easy. You already know what it is.
And you got Mr. B, aka Mr. B Spoke.
He's spoken.
Get it?
Hey, you've not done spoken word, like gone to spoken word, like show before.
We got.
They got it out. When they say
don't clap,
something
they do
powerful,
this.
they got it out. Yeah, they don't clap. Yeah, they got it out.
It's way of showing respect.
Yeah,
Oh, boys, that's touched
you
on
gassed
that.
him now. Right, we're back.
And we're joined by our
yeah.
main man in the
Oh,
back.
man,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? MIS to the motherfucking T, nigga.
Let's go, man. Right, another day, another show. Oh, so what you man been on? What's been going on with you, man?
But everything and anything. The other day, I had police in my yard, innit?
Oh yeah.
I was joking.
What to say, bro? What to say, bro? Well, I'll start off.
See how I was even surprised? It's day-to-day life, innit?
I'll start off. Well, I had a little party last night with the family and that.
Okay.
Shout out Auntie Y. Happy birthday.
Happy
And
birthday,
that.
Auntie Y. Happy
birthday.
Yeah, man. Good night. Thought it was gonna be. I was not expecting it to be good. Like, but proper vibe. Good to see the family and that. You know, you always have family from one side to the other, innit? So that was good. That was sick, actually. So yeah, shout out them, man.
Was there any conflict?
No, there wasn't any conflict, you know. There was it was all good vibes. Like, yeah, man, I don't know. It's not always good vibes. Well, not say it's not always good vibes, but it's decent, innit? It was just a good night. Everyone chilled. Bruv, we found a way to Bunzoots in the fucking Ravensbury, by the way.
Oh, is that what you went?
Yeah. We found a way to Bunzoots in the Ravensbury, bro.
In
It's
the car
fucking
park?
sick. No, in the garden. See that there's like a front bit. You as you're driving up, there's a garden bit you can go around, innit?
Yeah.
When you man go there one time, you'll see it, innit? And yeah, man, Bunzoots out there. It's a good vibe, man.
Do you not find it on family functions? There's always that. I don't know if it's the culture thing, innit? But
Yeah.
there's always them hater cousins or uncles,
Yeah.
and they have the whole
What are you doing with your life?
Oh yeah. I've got.
Are you doing podcasts on a Sunday?
Oh
Is
yeah.
that- this is your life, yeah.
We actually have one of them uncles who was funny enough. It was like kind of like. He's like the youngest uncle, so he's kind of like got his uncle, right? Who always needs to check up on what everyone's doing with their lives and their status and things like that. So I think Isaac was first, and then I got in late, innit? Yeah. So it's like, oh yeah, come sit next to uncle, like come sit next to me, innit? Or sitting on his table, bruv. Flipping.
come sit on uncle's lap.
Whoa. Whoa.
There.
But you're asking the general questions. Oh, what are you doing with your life? Where do you like? What's the purpose in what you're doing? And he's obviously explaining his stuff. He's got a business, actually, a mechanical business. But he went around. Basically, we had this one table in it, and he fits two people. And he was we were just swapping. All the cousins were swapping. So I think Isaac was first, and then it was and then it was me, then like a few of us.
That must have not lasted long with Mist, bruv. Mist is yeah, we did nothing much in there, just chilling.
Was that? Yeah.
It was like that, innit?
But yeah, man, it was a good vibe, man. It was a really good vibe, man. I enjoyed it, bro. Yeah, great vibe.
Family functions can go do one.
Yeah. Do you
don't
know what?
like
You always think that. You always think, oh, it could, but it was actually really good, like, just to see everyone. There's no passer. Like, sometimes there's passer at my family functions. Like, it's always like a fight or something like.
Nah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
mine are very competitive.
So competitive, bruv.
Oh, what do you? Oh, look at the car I drive and
Yeah.
Oh, was that the car you're driving? Have you seen mine? It's like, yeah.
What are you trying to prove?
Bare haters.
Yeah.
I think it stems from the family though, innit? So like, I always have this conversation with my mum, innit? Because my mum would talk about her kids, her sisters would talk about her kids, and then when it gets to it, it's a competition already. Whereas like, I haven't stemmed from it.
Yeah,
it's like, it's my mum's.
Oh, your mum's gassed it up.
fault.
Your mum's basically Eddie Hearn, innit?
Yeah,
Gassed it up. Like,
yeah.
my daddy's
Yeah,
a
talks
doctor.
a
He's
big
like,
game.
you
Yeah.
can do,
And it's
yeah.
like, oh yeah, I heard about this. Yeah, I was like, you got this and this, and you're like, well, how the fuck do you know that?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no, and it's like, oh, and I'm like, looking at my mum, and I'm like,
Bruv.
I didn't say nothing. Suppose I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, gas it.
Don't get gassed. Like my mum's probably told her sisters and brothers that our podcast is the same level as Joe Rogan or some shit.
They love it. They're your biggest fans, bro.
Yeah,
They're your biggest fans,
you
bro.
mean it's not?
No, it's better. It's better.
Yes.
Fuck that high Fruit Loop.
From when you're one of the cousins that moved to London, yeah, you're already
Rich.
you're already
Yeah.
rich. You're already done this. You're already done that. You're already
Picking money off trees.
bruv. For real,
Every
bruv.
girl you can desire, you can have. That's what
It's
they
not-
think.
It's just not like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
More time. You probably got it better back there, innit?
Yeah,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? More time. But
But greeting, no cap. I've gone times where I've gone into my uncle's house, my mum's side, innit? And even without even saying, oh, what'd you buy me? What'd you bring me from London, kind of thing. Like, bro, just greet me first, innit?
Bruv,
Sit
like,
me down,
it's-
innit?
bro,
Like-
I remember going to my mum went, I was young, innit? I went back to Nigeria and that, yeah. Bro, my mum must have bought out maybe like a couple stacks of Naira, maybe 5K or something. She must have had it in her hand, innit, yeah. Bro, she just asked me, Malcolm, do you want money, innit? Yeah, because she was going away, innit? I was gonna stay at my grandma's spot, innit, yeah. And yeah, so she just done that. She gave me maybe 300 Naira, innit, yeah, which is not a lot, yeah. Bro, like everyone started coming from every part of the route, every part of the house. People coming from outside, like going, "Can I get money? Can I get money? Can I get money?" Like taking it, and then like she's obviously giving the money out, innit, yeah. And then she asked me again, and where I felt so bad, yeah. So I'm young, innit, yeah. Where I felt so bad, I'm like, nah, man, keep your money in it, like, because I'm thinking everyone's just taking her money, no thought of like, what about she needs the money? Do you know what I'm saying, innit? But yeah, man.
But money grows in trees in London, no?
Bruv, that's what they all seem to think, man.
But
That's
at
what
least
they
it got
seem to
given to you. When I would go back home, my parents would give it to my nan.
I swear.
So she'll be in charge because they wouldn't trust me with the money. So she'll be in
Okay,
charge.
yeah.
She was so tight, bruv. Like, I
Yeah, they
I
don't know
was allowed to buy 1 sweet a day. I'm like, fuck this, man. In London, I got it patterned. I ain't trying to live your fucking third world generation life here. Like, give me my shit. Give me my sugar content.
But do you reckon you could survive back home?
Yeah. I'm adaptable.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You could actually live.
Why are you laughing?
You could live like 2 years. So
100%. When I go to these countries, unlike you, man, when I go, I like to go to hostels.
here we
I like to wear what they
Been to
wear.
one hostel in his life. and
people-
suddenly a hostel-
It's a hostile king, bro. If people wear barefoot, I'll go barefoot. Like I look like I'm from there, innit? Yeah. You man are like, you lot
it's
go
show
to
for
like
dribbling.
Cambodia and be like, oh, where's McDonald's? I can't function without McDonald's.
Oh, bro.
Like that's just
Says
the
someone
vibe.
goes to
Bro.
McDonald's 5 times a week.
Who?
You.
Yeah, that's when I'm on my fat wave. But what I'm saying, you lot, I don't think you lot appreciate. I don't know why you go on holiday. Basically, that's the point of it.
I'm not getting into
Oh, bro, you're bare jarring,
Just
bro.
go to Dubai,
Bro,
like,
do you know
just
one time, yeah?
Do the same shit you do.
Let me tell you something. When we went away,
Yeah.
one time, me and Bruce went away, with a friend. Bro, there was a guy we was chatting to. I don't know if I already said this before, but there's a guy we were chatting to, just chatting to him, yeah. And then he was telling me about on the street, he got some like almost like, I don't know, what's the thing you eat on a stick? Would you call it shisha? Like you eat on a
skew.
a skewer.
you're like a skewer, yeah. Bro, he found out it was pig's bum blood.
Yeah.
He was eating pig's bum.
Who was?
A guy who bought it off from the street. He bought it off the street.
Basically, what you're trying to say, if you buy from the market, you don't know what you're getting.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
You eat that.
Bro, I'm adaptable, bro.
You gonna eat it.
I've been Thailand. I've had meals where there's a rat scurrying around your feet and that.
You're not
It's
the only
funny.
one.
But
No,
what
bro.
about actually eating the rat?
Would
I
you,
wouldn't
would
eat
you,
a rat. no.
Exactly,
But
that's what I'm saying. I don't want to eat a rat.
where in
I
the
don't want to eat a
world
rat.
are they like,
I don't want to eat a
oh,
rat.
we
I don't want to eat a
got
rat.
When we done the whole tour thing and then we sat down, but finessed their food, like we got food. Remember, part of the deal was
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we
Yeah.
went
The
back to
extortion,
the
yeah.
toilet. We just see a cage of bear dogs, fam.
Oh my god, this chicken is amazing. But what, this is chicken, yeah? This is chicken?
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro.
Dog meat.
Blood.
It must have been, fam. After, you just start questioning. No, I didn't taste
Exactly. You know it didn't taste like meat, but you were just accepting it for what it was.
I
Like,
was beside someone banging it out. Like, this is banging. Oh, man.
no, it's bars, man. No, meat fit.
Well, what doesn't, what
holiday
you don't
food,
know
bro.
can't hurt you, innit? So
No, but we did know, innit? We knew that was dog meat, blood. Fucking butter shit.
Aye, talking of foods, yeah. I got a funny story that happened to me on Thursday, yeah. Missed. I went to Greg's, yeah. No cap. While I'm not lying, and I'm literally telling you how mad I was. So I went in there, I ordered one chicken bake, which I love chicken bakes, innit?
Yeah, chicken bakes.
And
man,
I ordered one pizza.
Yeah.
does it come in rectangle?
Was it hot though?
Bro, just hear me out.
Okay.
Wallah, and I've just come out, and I was just about to sit down in it and eat it somewhere in it. And all I could think about was you. I was like, I'm gonna take a picture and just send it to you first off.
Yeah.
I have one brother come over to me. He's like, oh mate, I haven't eaten in 3 days. Can you give me something? I was like, so me thinking you'd pick a chicken bake over the pizza, bro. So I was like, which one do you want in it? He goes, I want the pizza. I was like,
He's a homeless man, right?
yeah.
Because he knows it's fire, bro. He knows.
I was like, worst part. Gave him the pizza. I was like, fuck it, his way. I was like, can't let's go back. Went back to Greg's. The queue was long, so I still haven't been able to try
Come
the
on,
pizza.
bro. I'm
He
getting
probably
hate.
rescued you.
Yeah, bro.
He saw it.
Yeah, my belly can help withstand way worse. Like, let me.
But it didn't look great.
Let me not eat the pizza.
Wait, I obviously bought the chicken, the margarita one, but I'm
I
guessing.
get pepperoni or
Shocked.
margarita. It depends.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
In the
time,
comments,
food
if
time.
you had Greg Pizza, tell us how good it is.
Yeah, let us know, man. Let us know.
And tell us what ethnic background you're from.
Yeah,
What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything, bro?
yeah. Greg pizzas. Greg pizzas. That sounds bars, man.
That's
super
it's
dead,
lame.
bro.
But anyway,
Super
that's-
But I've been meaning to tell you because I literally was, you know me, I just take some pictures and send it over to you, man, innit? I was so buzzing. I was looking for a bench, innit? And then the guy was like, "Oh, which one?" And I thought, who the fuck would pick a pizza over a
Cause
chicken
it's
bake?
fire, bro.
That's stiff. Can't believe you gave him a pizza though. But yeah, that's a whole nother conversation for another day.
But like, I was
I
upset
give
for
him
missed. I
homeless
was
man
really
shit, fam.
But it goes to show when you do recommend stuff, I'm happy to
You don't
try
give
it.
homeless men money.
Not anymore, no.
Why? You think they're drug addicts?
Yeah, bro. I was watching a documentary,
This
right?
guy was fat, by the way.
Wait, what if they are?
No, I was watching. Hear what? I was watching a documentary on homeless
Yeah.
people, right? I think homeless people in Brighton, right? And they like obviously how they lived, X, Y, and Z. Bro, they were saying that how women beggars get more money than male beggars, innit? They, like you feel more sympathy towards them, innit, for whatever reason, right? Bro, how it worked out. I can't remember what I've done the calculations, bro. Yeah, how it worked out. She begs every day, right? She made, I can't remember what the number is, but it worked out to be like £42,000 per year, tax free, bruv. That's how it worked out. And the amount of money she gets per day, she was saying it works out to be like 42k tax free, bruv. From then on, that was like a few years ago. I was like, no, I am never giving any beggar no more money ever again, bruv. They make Skrilla. You gotta think about it. If like say for example, at the side of the station, a few man drop a £2, a pound, 20p, maybe little blue note. Bro, you're caking. You're caking. I'm never giving a homeless man money ever again.
It was on the news. The guy lived in like Swansea or something like far away. He'd get a train to London. He'd have a card machine, chill outside, make I think like £100 to £180 a day. Go about no rent obviously. He's not homeless. He just stayed there for the whole day. Went back home to Swansea, living the best life. Man.
Bro, they're finesse artists, bro. They even like pattern when like there's like it's territorial as well. You can't sit out a particular Tesco for too long. You have to switch up. Like this is an organization. It's a crime syndicate, bro. You gotta be careful, bro.
Crime syndicate.
It's a crime syndicate.
It's like Slumdog Millionaire. Kids get the most money. Blind kids get even more money. And if you can sing, you get even more money.
Bro, crazy. It's a crazy business, man. Crazy business. I need to get back into it.
I tend, right, maybe I agree. I don't give money to homeless, but I love to give money to crackheads. Only because I get entertainment now. Bro,
What, in Halston?
Bro, they're so
You gotta
fun.
tell us.
You know
You
what?
gotta tell us.
You know you could technically get done for manslaughter.
Why?
Because you're actually giving them money to kill themselves.
I'm not. How they
joking,
get
I'm
they,
Go on, talk.
Bro, crackheads will perform for you. They'll do like certain funny shit. They crack so much joke and like, look, I'll give you this 50p if you go do this and
No, that's true. That is true.
But
I'm gonna talk into stuff that's been rattling me this week because at the editing session this week, yeah, it's coming. Yeah, at the editing session this week,
I just
yeah,
the toilet.
I had an editing session this week. We
I
was-
want you lot to keep an open mind.
Oh wait, this. Oh wait.
yeah.
We're
I'm
getting ready.
We're getting
Keep
into
an
it.
open mind.
We're up on the
And
energy.
please just listen.
We're
innit?
going from
Yeah.
third gear to fourth gear right now. Yeah, let me tell you what it is.
0 to
Right,
All
so
I'm saying though, before you start, due to obviously Ramadan, my mouth's a bit dry, so I might not talk.
no, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
And if for some reason this episode goes missing,
We're gonna talk about it. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Pet, if you're watching, delete it. Delete this episode.
Right. So these men were keeping up. No, because when
I'm
you're chatting,
ready, I'm
when you're
ready.
chatting to me, you're not going. So we're on the pod. You say you're gonna keep the same energy. So you're gonna keep the same energy. Yeah. So hear what? Yeah. So we were talking. I don't know how we got into the conversation. Yeah.
I know exactly how we got into the
Go on.
conversation. The thing.
What?
oh
Wait,
okay.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, we're talking about the same thing. We're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, that was the story, yeah.
So go on. So just explain the situation. Just explain the situation. Starting from with the situation.
It's a beautiful story, to be fair.
So I went for my
Regular haircut.
regular
yeah.
haircut.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
part-
Don't start now, bro.
Huh?
Don't start now.
Yeah, don't stutter. Don't stutter. We're getting into it right now.
I'm
We're
gonna
getting
leave
into it
names
right
out
now.
of it.
When
Yeah,
the
yeah.
four
So
came in front of us-
this
Yeah.
we were talking about life and stuff. You know how you chop it up with your and
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
just like, oh, when you get married and all this stuff, and I was just like,
Tell him you're single.
definitely single,
I put it.
definitely single. Get a twinkle, yeah. And he was talking about how I was like, yeah, man, the girls I'm looking for, they got to meet a certain standard, and I'm not and struggling to find them at the age I'm looking at and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, yeah, why don't go younger? I was like, it's like, nah, bullshit, man. Like, I was 32 when I married my wife, and she was 16. And I was just,
When you say teenage, how old are we talking?
Fucking hell.
okay.
It still hits me. It still
Yeah, I was
hits
just
me.
like,
That's
I just
mad.
was it's like, nah, man, you know,
Yo, what this done? Go on, carry on.
he was just like, nah, because you know it's culture, it's normal, and I was like, yeah, fuck it. Like it's like I wasn't that taken back because I'm like, it happens on our culture, innit? Not so much now, but it used to happen. So, but I don't like bat an eyelid when I hear about it now. So yeah, that was the whole thing in terms of you were very like upset with the fact that you think it's very wrong that someone in his 30s should go and marry a 16-year-old.
Yes, 100%. I categorically do not believe anyone in their 30s should be dating anyone in their teen years because they can get... Bro, like, you're not a fully developed adult. You're not a fully functioning person. Like, it's a fact. It's a known fact, yeah, that as we grow, we don't fully develop until we're 25 years old, yeah? So why on earth, yeah?
When you say develop, what does that mean?
As in, like, you're fully developed, as in your maturity, as in you're fully, like, you're...
So don't get married before you're 25. Don't make any decisions before you're 25.
No, bro, I'm
You know
not
what though,
saying...
Malcolm, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Why is the law 16 though?
I don't think the law... What, to have sex?
To get married?
I don't know why the law 16.
You get
I
married
don't
by
care.
16.
I don't actually don't. You can get married.
Check that, please. I think you can get married at 16.
Yeah, what age can you get married at?
I
16?
think you might have to have consent at 16, but 18 you can get married.
So you can
at
have
16.
sex at 16, but
Yeah.
you can't get married.
I think it's 17. I don't think it's 16.
I think it's 16.
Is it 16?
Double check that, but
Listen, my thing is, yeah, a girl is not a fully if a woman's not fully developed, yeah. Why do you want to? Why are you attracted to that? Why are you attracted to someone who's fully developed?
When you say,
You need if you're 16 or 17, you need consent.
parents' consent.
Yeah, but you can still get married. Yeah.
Without consent or
No, with consent. With consent.
When you're saying, so you're talking about physically or mentally?
I'm
What
saying
you talking
both.
about?
I'm saying both.
How do
As
you-
in,
how-
you can easily manipulate. You can easily manipulate a young thing. 100%.
Same as you can manipulate a woman in her
100%.
20s.
Bro, you
what,
can
like-
manipulate. No, but you know, growing up, you don't know certain things. Like the video that you showed me the other day, yeah, of the girl. She was saying she was 18, going, and she was 12, going out of an 18-year-old, and she was sucking his dick and fucking getting finger blasted before she had puberty. And
I was 12. I had an 18-year-old boyfriend and I blew him. I didn't lose my virginity to him, but I blew him regularly.
There we go.
And you know what? And he used to finger blast me and I didn't even have my period yet.
you're okay with that? That's not okay. That is not okay.
I wasn't okay with that. I'm just.
That's not good at all.
What I'm
And I don't know why
saying-
you're quiet, bro.
no,
I don't know why you're quiet. No, because I want you to keep the same energy. Because you are keep the energy. Keep the energy.
I'm keeping the energy, but it's bro. It's the
No, don't
thing-
be under. Don't be. Don't do that. Don't do that. Keep the same energy. Because we're on the pod now.
Listen, first and foremost, I want to say on the matter, I like I said the other day, I'm not for the 12-year-old thing. That's
This guy, blood.
No,
Go on.
Did I say I was
Go on,
not for a 12-year-old thing?
No, you did not say that. Okay,
Alright,
cool. But what was you was
My
on?
thing was, first of all, I don't understand why you'd want to marry someone older than you, whether you're a female or a male, right? Okay, 16 is young. There's no element of it, but like me and you said the other day, there's 16-year-olds that are more mature mentally, physically, emotionally.
You can't prove that though. You cannot prove that. You cannot prove that a 16-year-old is more mature than a 21, 23, 24, 25-year-old.
You can't prove vice versa either.
You can't
I
prove
can
that.
because they live life. Because if I'm living life, right?
There's
What do
never
you
been
mean
a
live
16-year-old
life? What does that mean?
Hold on.
What do you mean? How what?
The 16-year-old that's got, because I don't know if you told them, but they got 2 kids with him, right?
Yeah.
He's not looking after the kids hard. The mum's looking after the
Yeah,
kids
she's
more.
looking after the kids.
Okay. Ain't that
No, bro. You can't. Bro,
No,
listen. First and foremost, yeah. Here, if I promise you right now, go strike me down right now. If any of you, man, were to date someone in their school uniform, we could never be friends. No. Hear me out. Because it's disgusting. Alright, okay, sorry. Back to what we were saying. My biggest thing is, yeah, right now, when you're 17, 18, yeah, and you're in sixth form, college, whatever, yeah. You can look at a girl in school uniform, a 16-year-old, and think, yeah, she's nice, she's pretty, bro. Once you get past that sixth form age, yeah, you're looking. I remember growing up looking at a thing, going, looking and going, that's disgusting for me to even look in that way, right? When I got past the age of going sixth form and that, thinking that's disgusting. I would never date a girl if I'm in university. I would never date a girl who's in high school because I feel like they're vulnerable. But based on the society we live in, which we all it's
find
not because I actually
unacceptable.
felt no. I actually felt disgusted. I never thought society I actually felt disgusted. Actually looking at a girl, yeah, and thinking thinking of her sexually. Would you now look at a girl right now, whether she was in sixth form, and think, yeah, I would love to be. What? That's not. How is that appealing to anyone? How is that okay for you?
Look, the glass.
How is that okay for you?
The glass is coming off.
coming
We're
in.
really getting serious here.
Go on,
bro.
go on.
When I'm saying this in the format of it's a different life, innit? These people are not living in a Western world, innit? They live in a separate.
But you went to Lebanon, get your trim.
No.
So what are you talking about then?
He's new to the country anyway. It's not like he's been brought up in this country. So he's still brought up on the lifestyle mentality that he's lived over there, innit? My parents, there was a big age difference. No one bats an eyelid. I don't look at my dad and be like, "Oh, bro, you're a perv for going out for marrying my mum." There's a 10-year gap in it, bro. It's just the life and lifestyle they lived. I tell you this now, bro. If I went back home and pulled a 16-year-old girl and put her in front of a 25-year-old Western girl, that 16-year-old girl is going to hold her own against that 25-year-old girl.
In what sense?
In
In
their
what
mentality,
sense?
bro.
In what
They
sense?
can
In what
hold
sense?
in terms of look. There's certain things that they haven't seen. Yes, I agree with. But in terms of holding
bare
down
stuff they
house,
haven't seen.
bro, there's grown women out here that can't cook in it. Yeah, I'm not getting at them for it, but I'm saying they have different life goals and they're taught differently in life. Some of these girls are like born and raised how to look after a man, how to look after a household. That's how they're born. They're not born to go to university, get a good degree, get a good job. It's a different life, innit? Yeah, and likewise, when they come across like a 30-year-old man, by then for them a 30-year-old man is a made man, innit? So he's coming and kind of like rescuing them from
You're taking their life away from them.
No,
They
you
want. They know it's not against
You
their will. It's not against-
are.
You are
Malcolm,
taking
say
their
this,
life
say
from
this,
them.
say
You
this.
are taking their youth from them. You are taking the fact that they can't enjoy it. They can't enjoy it. They can't. This ain't. I don't
They
know
have
if-
nothing to enjoy, Malcolm.
What do you
bro.
mean they don't have nothing to
Their
enjoy?
life is
It's
based
life.
on helping their mum at home, cleaning after that, looking after their dad, looking after their siblings. This is their life, innit? So what life are you like trying to save them from?
Bro, you can't. You're diminishing a woman's. You're diminishing a woman's value.
Do you think this girl can go IB for, bro? Like, be honest. She's not going to go IB for and live life with her friends.
Okay, even so, yeah. Let's say your argument's correct, yeah. But what is drawing you to a young woman, a young girl, a girl? She's a child. What's drawing you to a child?
I'll tell you
What's drawing you to your
what's
child?
drawing these.
What?
Let me just
Bro,
say
you have
something
conversations with Isaac right
Yeah.
now. Isaac's younger than us.
Yeah.
You know he's younger than us. You can tell by the conversations
why?
we have
But why?
because he's younger than us.
No, but why? But I guarantee you.
But you, no. Your man's argument wasn't just the fact that they come from back home.
No,
The
no.
argument wasn't just that.
That's my
Your thing
argument.
was if she's
could be
19,
made-
she's 18. What's the problem?
No,
That was the argument.
Let me tell you what the argument
You can
is.
you have conversation with Isaac.
With
you can
Isaac,
tell he's
yeah,
young.
right now, the conversation me and Isaac were having when we met 6 months ago, to now, right now, because he's been around the older
changed. It's
generation,
changed.
he's
It's
a lot
changed.
more mature, bro. If you put a 15,
You don't know that. You just don't. You just didn't know him. You didn't know that. You just didn't know him.
Bro, how many times have you gone, oh shit, I didn't know that? Like, because we've come across that, we've learned stuff from each other, right? That's what happens. If you put a 15, 16, 12, 11-year-old around a grown-ass woman for 1 year, bro, this 16, 15, 14, whatever age that is, old-year-old woman,
She's gonna share their mindset.
Bro,
that's all she's gonna know.
What?
That's all
What?
she's
Do
gonna
they not have
know.
parents? Do they not have a mum and dad? Do these people not have a mum and dad?
Who are you talking about?
What do you mean? You said if they're gonna be around, grown-ups, they're gonna mature. We grow up with our mum and dad. We grow up with our mum and dad, so that means naturally then they're all mature. And first of all, that's the mental aspect of it. Yeah. Secondly, bro, there's the physical aspect. There's girls who look undeveloped. What is attractive about that? You can't tell me that's attractive.
Well, it's not like I'm not telling you right now. I'm gonna go look for a 16-year-old. That's not the message I'm portraying. But
I'm not saying that.
For me,
I'm just
for
arguing
me,
with the thing
why
that you
it
man were
doesn't
arguing about.
bother me to that
Yeah.
extent. Yeah, to bother me to that extent. Even biologically, I know what you're saying.
What's right and wrong, though?
I'm saying you have to evolve.
What's right
Is
and
it,
wrong?
bro?
You can't have
At
the
the end of the day,
mindset
it's
because
a
it's wrong.
man
You
that
know it's wrong.
decided, like the guy said, yeah. It's
You know
not
it's
written
wrong.
in
You
the
know it's
Bible.
wrong.
It's not written in the Quran. It's not written in the Torah. What age you can marry a girl? It's not written in it.
Yeah.
What is written when this girl goes on her period? She's at a
Being
biological
woman.
level, she can start producing kids now. Whether she starts producing at 11, 10, 12, I agree. Like you shouldn't, but that's the mindset. That's it. She can produce kids. Go bear kids with her. No, but it's the fact that,
Exactly. That's just what I'm saying. You understand that because you understand what the world has developed. Yeah,
The world has changed, yeah.
this is what I'm
But
saying.
back then it was acceptable. That's the way it
okay,
was.
Okay, but living in 2021 now. But
Yeah.
hear what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, a 10-year-old could bear kids now
Yeah.
because she's going through period.
Yeah.
She has a period. That's when she can
Yeah.
bear kids now. Yeah?
Yeah.
You know that is wrong, right? So you know a 16-year-old who's not fully developed, not fully mature.
Alright.
It's not okay to have sex with.
But-
If you
hold on.
can't even complete, if you haven't completed
Alright,
your
so
GCSEs,
what-
how is that acceptable?
What-
You haven't completed your
but
GCSEs.
how many girls?
You haven't been, what?
But how many girls have had kids before they even left school?
And are they not completely wrong? Children should not be having children.
I agree, bro. But
that's what I'm saying, that's wrong.
No, bro. What I'm trying to say to you is, like Mo literally just said, we're not out here looking for 16-year-olds or 15-year-olds or 12-year-olds. We're not looking for fucking 18,
Listen,
21-year-olds.
I want you to all because you
I'm
managed to
telling you now,
say the
I
comments
don't-
you said to me.
I'm
bro.
saying what he done is nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong on that element.
Bro,
as long as it's consensual, and there's an understanding between all parties, and if she's not been forced upon it,
But how do you not? But
don't
listen,
know that.
when you're 15, 16,
Yeah.
you're being taught everything, right? Even as age, yeah, he's being taught stuff, right? Like you said, he's being taught stuff.
bro-
How do you know, yeah, when you're telling someone, okay, this is what's gonna happen with your life,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah, they're just gonna accept it for what it was.
Of course.
When us age,
Just
when
like we've accepted
this is what I'm saying.
our
But I'm saying
destiny.
no, but we've had the ability to change it. A lie? We've had the ability. Listen, we've had the
Yeah.
ability. So we've had the ability to understand. Okay. Cool.
But
Listen, no, hear me out, 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 hear me out.
But someone say we've done it wrong.
No, but hear me out. Yeah, because it's all our own lives, right? Hear me
Exactly.
out. No, but listen, yeah. When you're 15, 16, yeah, you're never told about credit. You're never told about owning your own business and things of that nature. I lie. It's only
You're
when you
not.
grow up, there's so many people when they got their degree X, Y, and Z, they realize, oh, this career is not for me. You know, I feel like I've been funneled down it. Remember, all of us come from a background of you have to be a doctor, you have to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
You've been knowing that, right, that's not gonna be for me. You know, at a certain age, that's not gonna be for me. And I'm saying that could be applied to when you're having social relationships with young girls. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying they should have the opportunity and the choice now. I'm not saying back then. I'm saying now that they don't have to be having sex with grown men, like older men. They just shouldn't. Things. I just don't think that should be right.
You're just looking at his sex, bro. This guy got married to her. It's not like he just went to. Oh, I'm gonna go beat your daughter. No, I'm marrying you, and you're gonna have like you're gonna be my life partner. Like I don't understand why you're based it just on sex.
Mine and Mo's argument is
because sex is a big part of it.
I
It's
agree,
the whole...
but look. I don't. When you think about it from face value, a fucking 35-year-old man beating a 16-year-old doesn't sit right with anyone, right? But when you actually think, and we've actually all established, there's 16-year-old girls out there that are more mature than the 25-year-old.
No, you're saying that in even if that's true, you're saying that in the smallest, minute circumstances. We're talking about, if you're talking about on average, just the common 25-year-old woman and the common 16-year-old woman, yeah, who's gonna be more mature? Do you know why? Do you know why? Who's gonna be? I don't even. I know what you know. You know the answer to that.
Yeah.
Do you know who? Do you know why? Because they've lived life. They've had the experience of life. What's right and what's wrong. That's the reason why.
Stop saying right in life, bro.
How?
Okay,
I'm saying.
So
I'm
the way
saying.
you've lived your life is right. Is that what you're saying?
Compared to a 25-year-old living.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying being given a choice. When you're 16, you don't have a choice. What choice do you have? What choice do you have? What bills are you paying? What are you doing in your life? When you're 16,
you can't base it on your life. There's some people that are 15, 14, got
In
a job
England,
working
in
full time.
In England.
Working full time, paying bills. Like, so don't, Malcolm, you're basing it on your life, bro. You need to be more open-minded.
How many stories do you know? A 13-year-old man goes trap for his mum.
Listen, bro. Listen. You're okay, right, cool.
You're too focused on the sex element.
I'm not focused on it. No, I said the first thing I said was the manipulation thing.
Okay,
you can manipulate a girl. Girls get manipulated all the time. Young girls get manipulated, groomed, and sex trafficking. You're not seeing big 30-year-old women getting groomed and sex trafficked. You're not. You're seeing young girls. That's what it is. Because you can easily manipulate them. You can tell them, "Oh, yo, do you need a lift home?" You can say things like that. I'm not saying that that's what the was, but I'm saying you can say little things to a girl who has less experience, who are younger and don't know what they're doing. I'm saying it's easy to manipulate them, and that's where it's wrong. It's like the man in Mitcham, yeah. The man in, imagine, yeah. Do you remember the man in Mitcham who raped the 13-year-old girl? Yeah. Can you imagine him doing that to a big 25-year-old woman? He wouldn't do that. Do you know why he wouldn't? Because he knows that woman is smarter and she's lived life. When you're 13, you're 15, 16, 17, you're young, you don't know better. You're just like, when he took the girl, she probably didn't know like any better. She's just thinking, oh, like what's gonna happen? When that's happening to a 25-year-old, she knows what's gonna go down. She knows what's gonna happen. You can't just grab me at Main Road. I'm gonna push, I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna do something. So I know what's gonna happen. When you're that young, you don't have you just don't have, your brain is not evolved. Your brain is not evolved. You know, there's things you wouldn't have done 10 years ago. There's things that you've done 10 years ago that you would not do now, or you wouldn't stand for now because of life experience. And that's the biggest thing. It's when you don't have no life experience, you've been sheltered, you've been bubbled. That's the biggest problem. But yeah.
Well, you keep going
Listen,
to the
it's not a thing to get at you, man, or
no,
anything like that.
I want to have this debate. I'm having a discussion with
yeah.
you. I'm just the message I'm trying to point to you. Where you're looking at it from where you live now, there's people that are gonna go through different life experiences than everyone else. So when you're saying this is wrong, this is wrong, this is right, bro, where you're saying now is wrong, in a different part of the country or different part of the world, that is right. That's what they know, that's what's right. And they come and tell you, no, you shouldn't get married at 30, that's too old. Where here people are like, no, I've lived my life, now I can get married at 30. They just have different mindsets. You gotta accept that. That's why you don't want to accept other people's...
No, I do accept other people's mindsets. I just don't accept that narrative, because to me, that's not right.
But
that's not
why,
right.
Why
that's
have
not
to
right.
accept it? Why have to accept it in where I come from? I've been brought up to understand it.
It's
So
not news to us.
Bro,
It happens in Nigeria
Yeah,
as
of
well.
course, yes, 100%.
Doesn't
We have
mean you have to
old
agree with it,
uncles
of
who've been
course.
trying to move to young girls, like young girls.
You're saying move to, man. Move to and get married to is different.
Bruv, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like they're trying to listen. Let's give it all, keep it a buck 100 right now, yeah. There's been you know, when, say for example, yeah, you're dealing with a girl, yeah, and you're chatting to her about certain things, yeah, and she hasn't done certain things that you've done. So like, say for example, she ain't been, let's say something, she ain't been to the Shard or something like that. You know, okay, if I take her there, I know that's gonna impress her because she ain't had that experience. But when a girl's been Shard bare 100 times, I don't know if I'm making the right point, but it's about the experience. You got to have experience in life before you make critical decisions that alter your whole life.
So when's the right time to move? There's no right and wrong. That's what I'm saying. When's the right time?
It's
to
just
saying
based
it's
on the
more
guy,
educated
then, man.
time.
If you're a guy that's gonna manipulate girls, then cool. Then you're not that like you're a predator. But if you're a guy that actually wants to go out there and partner this girl and give her a good life or whatever and live life together, why am I looking at you some predator?
Okay,
like?
cool. All right. Say for example. All right, cool. So let's just say for example, this man said the said man in question, right? Say for example, he was like 5 years younger than what he was when he was when he found his wife, right? Say for example, the girl was 13, but his only intentions were to marry her. What's your opinion? Does your opinion not change? So say for example, he was younger, but also she was younger. So does your opinion change?
No, but there's cultures out there, right? Well, this is not my culture, but obviously you hear it. There's cultures out there where you are from the age of 2, 3, you know you're gonna get married to. You just have to wait to a certain age, 16, when you both get married, right? That's like a known kind of trait. To me and you, that sounds wrong.
But to
Bro,
them,
I'm
that's
asking
normal.
you, is that okay for you? Do you feel that
It's
okay?
not- it's not
because
okay.
you're no, but that's the thing. You said you're not judging them, yeah?
Yeah.
You said you're not judging them because his intentions are ultimately
Pure.
to marry.
Yeah.
His intentions are pure.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, okay, say for example, he was a little bit younger, but she was 13. Is that? Do you still find that okay?
Bro, why I find it we just don't have the same preference. That's it. Like I don't get. Bro, my grandma gave birth to her first child at 14, innit? I not for one second think of my granddad as a pervert or pedo or whatever. He was, I don't know, like 26, 29. I don't know how old he was, but he was in his 20s.
Bro,
but I don't. In them times,
Well,
it
you're
was,
talking about the 60s and you're talking
yeah,
about
but
the 50s and 60s.
there's still people out there that live 30 years behind us, and there's people that live like in Japan probably live 20 years more advanced than us. So it's just I think, and where you're basing it, if people live in the UK, yeah, it's deemed. It's not the social norm anymore, innit? You can't be marrying a
So
teen
you
that's
think
younger than-
you think purely it's purely a social thing that it's a
It's
social
definitely
construct.
it's a social thing because
Everything's
it's the same way as with these laws of like age of consent to have sex. Bro, here where you're telling me girls can have sex here at 16.
Yeah.
Okay, but she doesn't have to be married to have sex. But then there's places it's against the law if you're not married to have sex.
Yeah.
And I can't be like to them, you lot are wrong, we're right. It's the same concept. It's just a law that we have in this country that's made you think a certain way, which is fine because it's our law.
You're in your tribe, your village, and that's all you know. So like you're it doesn't matter how much older you live, or your experiences are very limited because of where your surroundings are and based on society, right? So when you do get to the age of 20, 25 per minute, let's say 25, and suddenly you've got a bride bringing upon you, you that's all you're gonna know. So it's not deemed wrong. The only reason you're seeing it as wrong, and I'm not saying it's not wrong by the way, but the only reason you're saying it's wrong, and the reason I'm more accepting to it, is because I know it happens. I understand why it happens.
I know it happens as well.
And a prime example, right? You know, in children, is it Children in Need?
Yeah,
You know, the episode Children in Need, and you always see kids looking after their parents.
yeah,
Our first thing is a kid should not be looking after their parents.
yeah, 100%.
Okay, but
And
then
kids shouldn't be having kids.
agreed. But then at the same time, if you actually really deep it, if the kid's looking after in theory, she should be mentally able now to look after her mum or dad because of her experiences.
But that experience doesn't
So
mean...
it doesn't matter about your age. It matters about the time of that experience and what your surroundings are and your environment are. Does that make sense?
It's just everyone's different circumstances.
I hear.
Yeah.
Listen, listen. I hear the. If I'm stuck in a village, yeah, and I'm warped in this time frame of 100 years ago, yeah. I'm talking about you're living in big UK, fam. You've come here to claim and send money back home to your family, bro. You can't be dating no young thing.
All right, let's spin it then.
Can't be dating no
Let's
young
spin
thing.
it. Let's spin it.
That's basically teeth and pussy. That's what it is.
What?
It's taking pussy. You're robbing pussy. That's what it is to me.
Let's
Like,
step
you
away
are-
from the sex
you're a
element
pedo.
of it, right? Let's go. We're big UK.
And you man never answered the question. If
was
a
the
girl was 13, if she was 13, because that's the whole point of the question.
Yeah.
If the girl was 13 years old,
Yeah.
yeah, even if he was a little bit younger, would you still deem it okay if his intentions were pure?
Well, there's so many.
But they listen. That's what I'm saying. Because she's not. Do you know why? Because she's not fully developed. I see a 16-year-old is not fully developed.
Yeah, and we're not disputing that. But it's not. I
but you-
wouldn't frown upon what you've done because that's all she knew, that she gets taught that if you get a guy from the UK, you've made it in life. So at 16, she's hit the belly. She's like, yo,
Yeah.
Donnie's calm, he's got his own business, he's got nice cars. She's been programmed because of her environment and society to be like, you know what? This is the best thing that can happen to me for my life and my family. But let's step on what you're saying, because I feel you're using this very well. But let's step in on what you're saying, because of the big UK.
Yeah.
We're programmed in this society to get a job, get a mortgage, live lavish, right?
Yeah.
But let's step away from someone that's more on a Buddhist, for example.
Yeah.
They'll laugh at you. That's not what life's about. And you're like, what are you talking about? Because that's all you know.
No.
But do you get my point?
I understand what you're saying.
Do you know what
I
I'm
understand if your
So it doesn't mean your
views
way
and
of living
goals
is right.
But there's
You
a
keep saying
certain
that's
element.
right and wrong.
There's a
Your
certain
way of-
there's a certain element that interlink, and dealing with young girl, paedophilia, not necessarily, because I don't say paedophilia, but like dealing with young things and whatever. I think that should be universal. It should be universal. It shouldn't be a thing where, oh, she's 18, she's 19. Oh yeah, let me hit. Nah, bro. This is, I don't know, man. I just
No, I get it, but I think if we look at it from a more open conversation and an open perspective, you actually have to deep it. Like, that's what they know. This is what we know, and we don't accept it because we wouldn't. Bro, I think I wouldn't want a 16-year-old or a 15-year-old or 14-year-old because of the way I've been brought up in there. But I don't know if I was in my guy's position and I was a freshie and I was brought. I might be like, you know, I want a 16-year-old. So the younger they are, the better they can look after you, kind of thing. That's kind of the.
Bro, it's the same
concept.
concept. Back home, we doesn't happen as often now, but I've still got cousins that marry other cousins, innit?
Yeah. That's mad.
Bro, that's mad.
Crazy.
To me, that's mad. That's
crazy.
To me, that's mad as well. But it's just at the end of the day, that's where they're from. That's normal. That's deemed as normal. So
who we say is wrong?
So who am I to say no? That you're wrong.
They're there to say it's wrong because biologically it can affect the kids that they have. So you can say that's wrong.
But biologically, depending. Biologically, that can happen with any random person you married.
No, but the chances increase.
The chances increase.
The chances increase.
But it's not.
Biology.
At the end of the day, bro. At the end of the day, we know drinking alcohol is wrong. Yeah, biology has no benefits to you. Yeah, it doesn't. No. But people still choose to do it. So it's just like. Is it?
That's what you feel is right.
Yeah,
at the where you're from and what your environment you've been brought up in, the society you're in, what you've been taught all your life. You know, it's actually good to let your hair down and get fucking smashed out your head. Or someone in Saudi Arabia will laugh.
It's like, no, you can't. It's against the law. Are you crazy? You can't drink. Why would you poison your own body and stuff like that? Same way you have a mindset. Why would you marry a 16-year-old? It's fair to have that mindset. I'm not saying this, but you just got. Like I said, you could be open-minded. There's people out there that just have a different life and life experiences than
doesn't mean they're wrong. This whole conversation is based on opinion and perspective of what we've been taught and what we feel is right and what we feel is wrong. Doesn't mean because we feel it or we think it doesn't mean it is right or wrong.
I mean, yeah, bro.
And yes, before you ask the question, if my sister was 16 and a 35-year-old man came along, would I be accepting of it? Of course not. There's no.
I wouldn't either.
But because that's what I know.
Listen, we're just gonna cut that bit. We're gonna cut this. We're gonna cut that bit. We're gonna cut this bit I'm about to say. Yeah, we're gonna cut it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruv, you might listen. I've been told by one of you, man.